Can you hear me? Let me know if the volume's working. We'll get started. Hey, Vegan Duckweed. Is my volume working for you guys? Okay, good. All right, so what's everyone up to? It's Wednesday. Let's see what we're at here. We're number 6 in Halloween. Maybe nobody's on. All right, cool. So yeah, Witchy Wednesday. What should we do? Something witch themed. Oh, it's only 3:40 in California. Yeah, I decided to get on early. I just got done filming a video and I was about to go edit it, but I decided that might take a while, so why don't I get on here and go live first, and then we'll do it. It's feeling more like fall today because it's a little bit more fall-like, more chilly around here. I mean, the last few days it's been like in the upper 70s. So let's try to get, it's 100 degrees out there. Wow, that's too hot, especially for October. See my backdrop? Well, I got the real corn. Yeah, I'd have to live somewhere where there was at least fall. So fall and summer. We can skip winter and spring. I think I'm going to take you guys in my kitchen and we're going to make a juice. That would be my potion. Sort of Witchy Wednesday potion. What do you guys think? I should probably have some scary music going. Thanks for the likes. Oh yeah, the likes. That's going to drive us up to number... We got to get to number 2 or number 1. Hey, Brian. Oh, we're number 4. Look at that. Number 4. Check out my new shirt that I printed today. It's Jason. It says Serial Killer. You see that? It's Jason Mask with some kale. Serial Killer. Just printed it today. Yes, I print all my own shirts here at my house. So printed by me for you. So yeah, I have a few cool themed shirts there. We got the Jason shirt. Thank you for the tip, Rachel. Bam. And the Michael Myers one where he's holding the carrot. Thanks, Hummus. Yeah, I got this shirt from Plant Based. I like it. The real test is to see if I can carry all of this gear into the kitchen to make the juice without dropping anything. We got the webcam, the computer, the microphone. I'm a both kind of guy, but juices are, it's so much harder to prepare. So normally, I mean, I'll have a smoothie every day. And juices I'll have, you know, when I can, because you got to buy all the produce, you got to prepare it, and then you got to clean up. So I do have one of the top of the line juicers, but cleaning it is just, it's a hassle. Whereas my blender, I just rinse it out. I have a Blendtec, so it's a high speed blender and it's easy to clean. But tonight, I've already had a smoothie today, so tonight it's going to be a juice. And I already have stuff prepared in the kitchen. We're trending number 4. There must not be very many people in the Halloween hashtag. Blendtec, is that better than the one everyone uses? What are you referring to? The Vitamix? The Blendtec works just like the top of the line any other ones do. It'll get the job done. I think it's easier to clean than the Vitamix, but I think I would rather have a Vitamix. It does the same job as a Blendtec, but I feel like the Vitamix does it a little bit faster. It gets the job done a lot faster. Whereas like the Blendtec, it will pulverize everything. Like I put frozen bananas, dates, all that in there, and it will pulverize everything to a liquid. The Vitamix will do the same thing in like 8 seconds. The Blendtec, you gotta run it for almost a minute to get that consistency. And then the Ninja, I've also had a Ninja, which is a lot cheaper. It's a lot harder to clean, and it will do probably 90% of the job. So when I had a Ninja and I threw like everything in there with the dates, it got pretty close. I mean, I can't complain. There was still a little bit of chunks of dates in there, which were fine with me, but it didn't do as good a job as the Blendtec and the Vitamix. If you guys can hear that right now, that's me the pup scratching his head, but you might not be able to because I got the good microphone. It makes awesome nice cream. And, you know, when we go out there, I'll show you. The Blendtec comes with a little twister jar, which is like a smaller container that you can make sauce. Like I'll blend up my cashews that way and make cheesy sauces or, you know, cashew sour cream or something like that. Yeah, I want to get a Vitamix. I have the Blendtec though, you know. Maybe I could sell the Blendtec and get the Vitamix. I don't know. Hummus wants to know if I ever go apple picking at the orchard. I do, and I did, and I actually just had an apple about 20 minutes ago. I just filmed a video for my my list of the top vegan candies I recommended for trick or treat Halloween, and they're all delicious. But I ended it with a nice, delicious apple. So, boom. Abby says you have Blendtecs at Jamba Juice. So is that what they use? Do they use they probably use the top of the line ones. So I got a mid model of Blendtec. You probably have the one where the thing comes down over it and it's really quiet. I'm not even sure what kind of apple I just had. It was good though. It was good. These cool little pumpkins too. Actually, I'm a giant. I'm a giant tonight, and this is a little pumpkin because I already did the Witchy Wednesday. I made a brew and I made a growing potion, and this is an actually a really big pumpkin, but I'm big right now. All right, so let's go in the kitchen and make some juice. Kale smoothie in 30 seconds. There are daily themes to this. Like yesterday was bring on a guest, so we had Noah Craig on. The second day was tell your scary stories, which I did that day. And the day before Craig, I think, was carving a pumpkin in the kitchen, and I did that in Pittsburgh with my friends from Veg Inspired. So I plan to edit that video after this because normally I'll shoot a video and I'll edit it another day, but I want to get it all done because we're getting down to the end of the days before Halloween and I have several videos to put out. So let us go. Make sure we don't drop any cords here. Okay, we're going in the kitchen. Follow me. My kitchen's not. It's kind of messy. But I'm gonna put you guys up here on the air fryer. You guys are gonna be pointing over the Tiffany lamp that came with my house. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're gonna make a potion. This is my Slowstar Juicer. Totally apart. We're gonna put it together. Got to make sure this is always plugged in, or else you're gonna have a bad time, and it's gonna leak. That part right there. There we go. Can everybody see all right? Can we still hear? Can you still hear? Because I got the microphone down here. Hello. Maybe there. Can you guys hear me better now? Hopefully. Oh, we're gonna have, it's gonna shake a little bit. Oh, I'll show you. What am I doing? I'm not even paying attention. So this part goes in first, and then this part, and they all have that little dot right there, so you can line it up. And then the auger goes in. Okay, and then the top goes on. I hope this isn't going to be too loud for you guys. If it is, just, I guess, maybe lower the volume a little bit. Okay, so we have, for those of you that haven't used the juicer before, we got one for the pulp and one for our juice. And just a minute ago, I was talking about that little blender jar for the blend tech. So this is a small one that I make all my like sauces with, like the cashew sauces and stuff. And it's got this on top. And it's also got another top for it too. But this one like kind of like gets stuff off the sides while you're going, so it'll go. And then you hold on 1 second. And then you make like a cashew sour cream and put it on one of these and put it on. I put it on my food. All right. So tell me if this is too loud. Is that too loud? Because that's what it's going to sound like. And let me grab my new knives because I'm going to chop this with my new Edge of Belgravia. Okay, these. If you guys saw my unboxing video, I unboxed these knives a couple nights ago. Really cool, really sharp. They're made after the Arthurian legend, Sir Gawain. This is the guillotine that the knight, King Arthur's knight, Sir Gawain, used. So it's a really good knife. I like it. I hate being in the kitchen with a dull knife. Okay, so what we're going to make tonight, kind of made this the other night, but I'm going to kind of do a little bit different tonight. So I got a beet. Beets are good for you. It's small. I don't have a big one. I don't want too much beet in there. And this is it's a lighter beet. It's like a pink lemonade beet. Abby loves my shirt. Thank you, Abby. I just printed it tonight. I print my own shirts and it says Serial Killer. So it's a brand new shirt. It's only a few hours old. And I will have these up on my website for sale pretty soon. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this up so I can feed it into the blender for our because we're making a potion. This is Witchy Wednesday. Okay. And I have a lot of carrots here. My dog loves carrots. So why don't we give him one? Indy, come here. One carrot. Come here. Seats. Good boy. Yeah. There's Indy the pup. He loves his carrots. I'm just going to cut the stems off. I'm not going to peel the carrots. We're going to get all our B12 from the dirt. I got a really good deal at the farmer's market. I bought a huge bag of carrots for $6. And I've been using them and feeding them to Indy, eating some for myself. Okay, so these are a couple of the apples from the apple orchard. And the carrots, the beets. I got a little bit of cilantro. Let's see, we're going to put these lemons are starting to go bad, so I'm going to use 2 lemons, a lime, and this is so good for you. Turmeric. Fresh turmeric root. We're going to throw a few of these in there. If you ever start feeling sick, make a juice with turmeric and ginger. Drink that shot. All right, here we go. 1 second. Okay, I got my little knife, my little one. And this is going to be for the lemon. Now you can juice the whole thing, but I'm just going to cut most of the rind off, keep a little bit of the pith. So it's like that. I'm not even going to take the seeds out. I'm going to leave them right in there. Just cut it in half. And usually I take the leftover and I throw it in my food disposal and turn it on. It makes it smell really nice. Kitchen tricks and tips. Doing the same thing with this lime here. Most limes do not have seeds, but my lime last night had seeds in it. Or at least one seed. Alright. So when I made this the other day, it was almost like an all-natural pink lemonade without any kind of sugar or processed sugar or anything like that. So, really, really good. There we go. So this is what we're working with. And of course, turmeric. So whenever my local grocery store has the turmeric, I get it. These things are so good for you and me. Indy is so cool. He did come back for more carrots. I'll give him another one in a minute. I'll get one from the fridge. There we go. Indy is also, he's a vegan dog. He eats V-Dog. So he's got a bowl of V-Dog down there. Here. You want this carrot? Come here. Seeds. Let me see your paw. There we go. Thank you. You're nice. Now I gotta wash my hands. Okay, here we go. Same with the apples. I'm not even going to take the seeds or the core out. I'm just going to chop it so it'll fit in the juicer. Okay, so I just dropped an apple. 5-second rule. Again, I'm using a Tri-Best Slowstar Juicer. Here we go. You guys ready? Have you tried the vegan cat food? I don't have a cat, so I've never had the vegan cat food. Alright, so I'll throw a carrot in there. The apples tend to clog it up faster, so I wait until a little bit later to do that. I'll start with a carrot and half of a lemon. Some beet. Hey guys. Hey Greg. Hey Sofa. And these right here for some more carrots. do. I went too hard on it. There we go. I'm going to cut some of the cilantro and throw that in there. Smells really good and fresh. I'm going to put one more of these in there. That's the turmeric. Are we having fun or what? It's an auger juicer. It's a Slowstar, so it gives you the best juice without oxidizing. I'm going to clean it out with the carrot last. So this is the last thing what's going to go in there. There we go. We're going to let it run for a second. And that's our juice. Now you can either strain it again to get the rest of that out, but I don't mind the extra fiber. Unreal. These peanut butter cups are vegan and delicious. Alright, let's see if it came out good. Now, the pain in the butt is cleaning this thing. You gotta take all that apart and clean it out. Okay, so this doesn't look like the pink lemonade I made the other day because I put a few different things in it, but let's see how it tastes. It's really good. So I just made a juice. Hey, Robin. I made a potion. It's supposed to be for Witchy Wednesday. So here we go. That's a very healthy, delicious potion that I just made. You drink one of these every day or a few times a week, and you'll stay healthy. Well, if you don't eat all the other junk, but the beanie, thank you. It's really good, yeah. I mean, believe me, I've made juices that do not taste good at all. This one's good. So, I don't know, what else can I show you, or should we go back into the other room? I do have, does anyone like Brussels sprouts? I got some Brussels sprouts. It's not much different than cold press. Cold press, I guess, the way it's done loses more nutrients faster. It oxidizes faster. The Slowstar is designed to not do that. So I guess there's more nutrients in my juice that I made. Okay. I don't think I can carry all of this and the juice back in the other room. Yeah, that's how Brussels sprouts grow. And then you cut them off the stem there, and then you just cook them up. I never liked them either, but if you cook them the right way, they're pretty good. And I got that whole entire thing for $2 at the farmer's market. Let's see. What do I do for fun? Well, I love my job and I do it every day, so that's fun for me. Making movies, making videos, I love doing that. I'm a long-time skateboarder, although earlier this year I went and I bought a BMX bike so I could ride it, you know, just kind of cruise around town and stuff like that with some friends. So there's that. You know, going for hikes, stuff like that, traveling. This past weekend I went down, for those of you that missed it, I went down to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Went to some vegan restaurants, but the main thing that I wanted to do was check out those areas that George Romero shot Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead in. So I went to that cemetery, I went to the mall. It was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. Vegan pancakes. That guy is back. I found these compostable, eco-friendly straws that I'm using. They were only $1, so I grabbed a bunch of them. Because let me tell you what, when you got a beard like this and you try to drink and you got like a juice mustache after that, or whatever else you're drinking, so straw comes in handy for somebody like me. I have eaten at the Chicago Diner. Abby, I actually did a video there too. I think it was last October, around this time. You still check over your shoulder when you do dishes because of my story. So you heard that part that I told? Yeah. Does anybody have any suggestions for any good scary movies that might be on Amazon, Hulu, or Netflix? I'm always looking for something good. Done. And I got some for later. I'm going to go put this in the refrigerator. I'll be right back. I know, that was dumb. Alright, so let's grab everything and go back in the other room. I just had my juice potion. So I think we fulfilled our Witchy Wednesday. If Susan gets on, she's supposed to help us out with it. She said she knows all that witchy stuff, so she's going to help us. And we might have a special guest on tomorrow. There we go. All right, we're back. We got the pumpkin. We got the corn. And we got the corn stalks behind me. Grave Encounters. Is that on Netflix? I do want to see Mindhunters. Is it anything like the... Because I was going to school back in the day to become an FBI agent. So so I studied all that stuff. I wanted to catch violent killers and stuff like that. That's what I was into about 15, 20 years ago. And so I read all John Douglas's books. Now, John Douglas was the profiler that they based. He was a profiler FBI agent that caught so many people, and they based one of the characters from Silence of the Lambs off of him. And so, and the book was called Mindhunter. So I'm wondering if it has anything to do with that, John Douglas. But I do want to see it. If you watch my video, Robin, at the very end of the video that I did at Scaricon, there is a little bit of Skeet and Matthew Lillard from Scream. I didn't talk to them. I mean, I was standing right next to Skeet. He was talking to some of the people that I was with, but I never really said anything to him. So, Grave Encounters. Has anybody seen the movie June 9th? It was on Netflix like 6 or 7 years ago, and then I've never seen it again. It's almost like a Blair Witch kind of. It's kind of done like that. It was pretty good. That's what, Robin, that's why I said I'll be right back. I was doing the scream. I'll be right back. I pursued the FBI job until I failed. I like to tell people that I never gave up. I didn't quit. I failed because I got to the point where I hit the age requirement, the age cutoff to be in the FBI. I worked really hard. I went to a criminal justice school. I got the best grades I could get. I got my degree. I worked in different jobs to get a stepping stone in there. I was a special investigator under a different branch of the government, but my main goal was to be that FBI special agent, kind of catching serial killers and that kind of thing. Never made it. It's very competitive, very hard to get in the FBI, and it's one of those things where they tell you you can do anything you put your mind to, and I put my mind to it. I put all of my everything into it, and I failed. But through that, I found the Vegan Zombie. So I like that. I'm very happy doing what I'm doing. And if I was in the FBI, I probably wouldn't be speaking to you guys right now as the Vegan Zombie. It probably never would have existed. No, I didn't talk to him. I remember Matthew Lillard a long time ago from Skate TV. Does anybody remember that? Whoa, it's my birthday. Freaky. Are you talking about June 9th? Hey, Mandy, all the way over in Scotland. The Truth is Out There. Yes, man, that was my favorite show. Favorite show. Dawn of the Dead in Philly. That's cool. Yeah, June 9th. That was I always try to find that. And when you pull it up, it just comes to a date. It's like I can't find it anymore. A reptilian spy. See, I used to be so like into the conspiracy theories and like very hush hush about everything. I have nothing to hide, Like, I mean, I'm on YouTube and YouNow all the time. So, after that whole thing with the FBI didn't happen, it's just like, all right, whatever. Totally changed my ways. There we go. That's better. The first time you saw him was in Hackers. The Smoking Man. That's funny. That's real funny because I watched the movie last night and he's in it. He's still alive. Still looks like he's a smoking man. He was in the movie Residue. It's on Netflix. I was like, oh my God, Smoking Man's still alive? I mean, X-Files started back in 1994, I believe. They filmed an episode over here in Syracuse by the airport. I didn't get to see it. But 1013 equals 23. And do you guys know the 23 conspiracy? Shh, we won't get into it. Look it up. All right, so we're number 5 on the Halloween. I don't know. Give some suggestions. What kind of Halloween things we should talk about? We've completed our potion. I should have bottled it up into little potion things, little elixirs. Does anyone remember Millennium? That was another Chris Carter show. Really good. Lance Henriksen. It only lasted a couple seasons. Who's in the top? Who's number 1 right now? Is it that clown guy again? Clown baby? Is anyone there? I still like sci-fi movies. I love them. I love Alien, the whole Alien saga, Prometheus. I love stuff like that. It's like futuristic stuff. What's your niece's costume, Barbara? Thanks for the Twitter follow, Mermaid. I like Star Trek. I do. I do like sci-fi shows. Hey Sam, how's it going? It's going pretty well over here. Let's see, what sci-fi shows? Let's name some and I'll tell you if I've seen them. There's a lot of shows that I need to watch that I haven't. Yes, I remember V, The Visitors, with Diane, and she was and then the guy, wasn't the other guy the guy that played Sledgehammer in the 80s show Sledgehammer? Or did he just look like it? Yeah, I remember V. And then they tried to remake it, I think. I went as one of the visitors from that show as Halloween one year. Yeah, I don't think... It was a big thing back in the 80s, and when they tried to bring it back, it just wasn't. Tell me this, does anybody... I've only met one other person that remembers this show. Back in the 80s, it only ran for one season, and I used to watch it. And my dad made me like a little thing from the show. Does anybody remember... Actually, let's see if anybody actually does remember. I'll give you clues, and you try to see if you can... guess what it is. So if you were around back in the 80s and you watched the shows, you remember, it was a time travel show where this guy and this kid would time travel to different places, and they had this little globe thing, and it would open and he'd press the buttons and it would go and it would make them time travel. Does anybody remember that? I've only met one other person. Actually, you might even know who she is. Issa. Yes, Bog. You know it, Robin. Wow. So you and Issa from Veganomicon, Issa Moskowitz, are the only people I've ever met that know that show. Do you remember the name of it? Don't Google it. So the name of it was Voyagers. Does anybody remember that? But his name was Bog, yeah. And I think he was Punky Brewster's brother in real life. And a freak accident, he actually accidentally killed himself. So that's why the show got canceled. What year was it? I don't remember. It was like 81 or 82 maybe. I was pretty little. But my dad, out of construction paper, made us one of those time travel devices for me and my little brother. And... My dad used to make all kinds of cool things for us when we were little. A lot of people don't remember it. I was really young too when that show was on. So and obviously it got canceled after the first season. Mandy's too young. What other shows? I already mentioned. Does anybody remember Teen Wolf? Teen Wolf the movie with Michael J. Fox, but does anybody remember the Saturday cartoon Teen Wolf? I used to love that. I used to go around my neighborhood pretending I was a werewolf until I realized it was a lot harder to make people believe I was a werewolf than it was to have them believe I was a vampire. Being a vampire was a lot easier. Werewolf, you had to like grow hair all of a sudden, and it's not easy. Good morning. Pete and Pete, the Halloween episode. I don't think I ever saw that. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but... Yeah, do you guys remember that Saturday morning cartoons? They just, boom. They just disappeared. Quantum Leap was a good one. They'd all talk to Ziggy. What else did I watch? MacGyver. MacGyver was one of my favorite shows. You guys remember MacGyver? Everybody knows MacGyver, right? Do I watch the Goldbergs? No. Goldberg. What is that? It sounds familiar, but I can't place it. I must be your age. What's your age? I'm actually older than you. It's a show that makes fun of the 80s. That sounds pretty funny. What's my age again? Vegan dumpweed. Don't I look young? Thank you. I'm a vampire. You know, that actually went through my head when I first said that too. Before you even wrote it too. What's my age again? Dorian Gray. Yes, I will not show you where I keep the picture though. It is not in my basement. Not a centennial, but a bicentennial. Garlic don't work, boys. Try holy water, death breath. I used to love Land of the Lost with the Slee Stacks. Lost Boys. I want to save some of these quotes though, because I think on probably like Halloween we're going to do like quotes. I'm going to give you guys a quote and you guys are going to guess what movie it came from. And I feel like you guys are going to get them all. Death by stereo. He actually died in real life. Is there a prize? You win. You win. I'll shout your name out. I don't know, what kind of prize can we give? See, the problem is I'd be willing to send something but to somebody as a prize, but the shipping outside of the country if somebody wins from like another country is ridiculous. I sent a shirt to my friend the other day in Germany, and it cost me $22 just to send the shirt. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, are you sure this is the cheapest way? And they're like at the post office, yep, it's the cheapest way. MVRCK told you that. I'll fan you if you guys win. Yes, that's a good one. I don't even know how to do that. Maverick. You mean like from Top Gun? So we're still trending number 5. Does anybody know how many people are even in the Halloween hashtag tonight? So Ricky is Maverick. Mavericky. 11 people. So that's not bad. We're doing half better than the crowd. Do you guys like my real corn stalks in the back? Corn. In case I get hungry. Skinwalker. Why was he banned? Thanks, Crash Trey. I tried to make it as spooky as possible. Legit as possible. Charlie Manson. Who does? Ricky? Ooh. See, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what we're talking about now. We got 499 likes. Has anybody ever been to Salem, Massachusetts during Halloween? I'm confused as to what happens with YouNow. Like, what do you mean? We go on YouNow and we do broadcasts like this. See, I don't really know either. I know sometimes like it'll show up if I get the thumbs up likes or the gold bars or whatever like that. So apparently you can tip the person. So you guys can tip and stuff like that. And then it'll say however many gold bars. I think that's the tip. I don't know if if you keep liking it. So apparently that's how the guy last night was in first, number 1 trending, because he had like 100,000 likes. And I think I had like 2,500, something like that. I think there's a tip. Yeah, there's a tip thing. People tip on here. What's the benefit of YouNow over YouTube Live? Well, I tried going on. See, right now we're actually streaming to my YouTube channel too, so it's doing both. And I found that the engagement, I tried to do just the YouTube Live, and the engagement over here was better for me. So that's why I do this, and it just streams to my YouTube. What I don't like about this is the format. So if I do a YouTube one, I get the full format, and it looks a lot better. when it goes on to YouTube. So if you watch this on YouTube later, it's going to be cropped, and that's what I don't like. Yeah, I'm not even really sure. I've only come on here during this Halloween challenge every day. Normally before that, it was like once, maybe 2 or 3 times a month that I would come on. And we were doing really good last night. I think we're going to do a few more of those guests where we can guest another person. What'd you guys think of Craig? Pretty fun? He was Waldo. Yeah, I'll try to do it more often. I got to keep it down because I could keep going forever, but one time I think I was on for like 6 hours. Yeah, Joseph he said he wants to come on here, so we'll get him. I don't know when, but we'll get him, and I'll let everybody know, and we'll kind of do the Q&A that we did last night with Craig. We'll ask Joseph the same questions, even though they were his questions. I'm trying to think of some more cool things. You don't even know there's just another person. What do you mean? Sam. I think we're going to stay at number 5. My dog's looking at something out there. What's up? Come here. Come here. Here's Indy. Hi. What are you doing? Look it, there's you. There you are. Look it. Look it. Look it over here. Come here. That's Indy the pup. He's just being a pup. Halloween night, I know. What do I do on Halloween night? Do I come on here? Or do I go out there? Let's see who our number 1 fans are today. We got Rachel. We got Abby. We got Dumpweed. Thank you all. Okay, what did I do? What are my Halloween plans? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Halloween falls on a Tuesday. So... And I live in a neighborhood where, like, little kids will come to my door. So, I don't know. Sam, where are you? Yeah, Halloween is pretty big in America. I know other countries don't see it like that. What kind of vegan candy do I give out? That's funny you just said that, because right before I just started this broadcast, I just finished up a video on my 7 candies to give out for trick or treat this year. So I do mention an apple. So I got some pretty Pretty yum ones. I already showed you guys one when I was in the kitchen. New Zealand. I want to go there. You know what else I have to do is I have to open up my vegan cuts box. Where is it? Does anybody get vegan cuts? What's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? I just mime it. Mr. Brad Pitt says it. Did anybody see my recent What's in the Box yesterday? The Halloween version? We had a lot of good stuff on that one. And I even wear a Halloween mask at the end. All right, we're approaching an hour. So any last questions before we wrap this one up? Let me figure out what tomorrow's theme is going to be. Go to my YouNow. All right, let's see. Okay, so tomorrow's Throwback Thursday. Show old photos from back in the day of your favorite costumes. I better get working on that. I haven't tried the vegan white chocolate yet, Robin. I'm going to do a video where I let some people try different chocolate, and we're going to do that. So hopefully tomorrow we're going to do that. So there's a few companies that have vegan white chocolate, but there's not many. So Charm School Chocolate has it, and I think it's a company over in Europe. I think it's Vivani, and they have like a white chocolate and a nougat. A lot of people say that, Greg, about opening packages. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find some old pictures. My dad even took movies of us when we were little going trick-or-treating and stuff. So, but most of the years, I've been a vampire. I was supposed to go do a demo at the SoCal Veg Fest, but I'm not going to make it out there. I wish I would, but it's not going to happen. It would have been fun, though. I wish it wasn't so far away, because I have to be in Montreal the following week. I already asked this before, but does anybody have any good suggestions for scary movies on Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon? I feel like I've watched them all. I Saw the Devil. I heard about that. Which one is it on, though? I couldn't find it. It's not on Netflix. Yeah. Danielle from Vegan Treats told me to watch that, but I can't find it. Oh, okay, so it's not there anymore. Large Marge. WhatsApp. Gapry. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow is Throwback Thursday, so we'll plan for that. Probably, I don't know, maybe around-ish, the same time-ish. I don't know. You guys can always follow me on Instagram, and I'll let you guys know on the Insta stories when I'm going to be live. Even though I forgot to today. But we made it to number 5 earlier. We're number 6 right now. I don't know if we're going to make it on the trend list because I don't think we had enough people watching tonight. So thank you guys for watching again, and we will reconvene tomorrow night. Watch out for zombies. See you guys.